And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark. Where my plan right now, assuming we don't have anything to delay us, is to complete the Signal Void quest, which involves fixing 3 radio towers that we have not fixed yet. So that basically means getting out of the Transfer Pass for our territories area and getting back into the central maps. So, Forlorn Muskeg, here we come, if we can get there in a decent time. It is a bit cold, and it is already coming up end of day. So it's likely to get colder. We'll see. It may warm up a little bit when we leave transition, the Far Territories, transition pass sort of area. Because I know some of the starting territories are a little bit, well, the lower difficulty starting territories are a little bit warmer than some of the more higher difficulty areas. I'm not sure if there are any shortcuts that we could use to help us go faster, traveling from place to place. I think there might be one shortcut going this direction where we can go over pile of, well, landslide effectively. You can go over landslide going this direction quicker than the other way. Distempered flat cars. I think we've been through this portion. Well, we were running through this portion because it was a blizzard on the other direction. Yeah, if we're getting wind, when we're getting wind shelter here, we're getting down to less than -10. Feels like less than -10, which is nice to see. Okay, just left transfer pass.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Now we're in the far range branch line. And we'll see how far we can get. This area looks like a place that might have respawning coal, so we'll grab the coal.
My fingers feel numb.
I know frequently I won't pick up coal if it's like next to a railroad track like this, just because I'm worried it might not be respawning. I tend to prefer to use the respawning sources over the non-respawning sources of coal, and leave the non-respawning as emergency coal.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
So we're officially in dusk. Oh, well, maybe it still might be dusk. We're very close to it just being full nighttime. And yeah, once it's full nighttime, it will get colder quite a bit faster.
Too cold to think.
Structures like these are pretty cool. They're mechanisms for protecting railroad track sections from avalanches. So those are real structures, and they do serve real purposes. Okay, I should probably stop to warm up in a moment. We'll see if there's I think there's a fire barrel in the wagon over here, so we'll go duck into the wagon and use the fire barrel if there is. We were still at this point running in the blizzard, so we haven't really spent a lot of time searching around here. There's the open. Oh. Shame that only one of the three is open, but one was open. And no fire barrel. And I don't think we can get away. Oh no, we can put a fire in here. Or
Come on.
one piece of coal in the fire. This is some of the bad torch. That torch. Save some weight by eating some cured meat. Drinking some water. Oh. That's not doing us anything to do. We turn it at least into fabric. Oh, how many benches do I have? 3, okay. If we were down to... what? What was my thought process there? If we were down to less than 3, I probably would have done 1 cloth and a bandage cycle.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Not because I necessarily want to drink a birch bark tea, but because I think it might be useful for keeping us warm. So we can walk all the way out to the Broken Railway. Before I need to stop again, hopefully. Well, I say that. We'll probably have to stop before we get there. Or we'll run across something that'll help us warm up. Like, I know outward bound, we went through like 2 cave areas. I could imagine that those cave areas would, if we have to go back through them, they'd be places where we'd warm up on the way. Steely Chasm.
Something's gotta go.
Yeah. To be fair, he's complaining about his weight, and he's perfectly reasonably complaining about his weight, because we've got so many torches. At least we'll leave them behind as we're going places, so... Okay, we're gonna crouch for a bit. Stand back up to go out the other side. Thinking about where we need to repair radio towers. So there's one in Forland Muskeg, there's one in Mountain Town. I know there's one in Pleasant Valley. Not sure if that's one of the ones we have to fix. And I know there's a total of 6. So we've fixed one, so there's 5 more to fix. Founder's track, new location found. Oh, this is one of the shortcuts I was thinking of. So there's an outbound shortcut which we just went over. That allows us to not have to go through the tunnel. And if we find the rope, we can... Oh, we found the rope. We set that rope up. Okay. So yeah, down there's a tunnel. Normally we take the tunnel up. But because we didn't need to, we went over the top. Outbound, you can go over the top. Inbound, you have to go through the tunnel. Perfect trestle. We're going to want light in that tunnel, but we'll warm up in that tunnel so we don't need to worry about getting cold in the meantime.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Here's the guts of the rabbit, not yet cured. Not that we need them to be cured yet, so they can be uncured, that'll be fine. So, earlier someone said the thing that's popping up here that we can interact with is actually in the room over here, in theory. Probably responding to us to be able to interact with the shelf or the handcart. So if you're watching and you made that comment earlier, thanks for bringing it up. I think in the end we did go basically in there anyway, so I don't think we really missed anything coming through here on the way out. swap time. Oh, I think one of the radio towers is out in Blackrock Prison area? That would make sense. Trying to remember where all 6 of them are. I think at this point we've been to all but the one in Blackrock. Just not to brick the quest or anything, I didn't repair any of them until we started the quest, so that's why we gotta go to all of them. So as in theory, you might be able to fix... And I'm gonna leave this coal here, because it doesn't look like a place where coal will respawn. But yeah, don't know if you can fix them before you start the quest to skip some steps, but... all but the one next to where the radio was are places you could have gone and fixed the radio before you got the radio. Okay, let's do a torch swap.
Can't feel my feet.
I think we're getting close. Getting into this tunnel.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Tunnel. Now, if memory serves, there is a interesting...
Never felt so cold in my life.
We can see it from over here. Interesting loot pile location at the bottom of this ravine. It just requires you to climb in and out of the ravine, which can be a bit energy intensive and effort intensive. I think if you don't have the DLC, that bit of rail isn't there unless you can't get across safely. We're a little cold here, so I think we're going to light the torch and we're going to try to sprint the rest of the way in. It'll cost us a little bit of calories, but also give us a little bit more fatigue, so we'll be able to sleep a little bit later into the day for the following day. I think I aggroed a wolf somewhere. Yeah, he's not barking anymore, so maybe we de-aggroed the one we aggroed. And we can walk this one. It's not between us and the maintenance depot. Maintenance yard and into the maintenance depot.
I might have to drop some gear.
To be fair, if there's a place where we're going to drop gear, this probably is going to be it. Because doing so... Oh, there's a car battery here. Right down Pleasant Valley, Forlorn Musket. Yeah, so we don't need one here. I was just checking because I saw a battery, and usually the equipment you need to fix them are reasonably close to them. So I'm like, I'm seeing a battery. Does that mean there's one near here that I'm going to walk away from? And no. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so well, I think to get to where I want in Forlong, we probably don't, or Forlong, we don't need all these coals. We can leave a little bit of coal here. Probably leave the torches behind as well, but we're not going to. Let's see, is there any other maintenance stuff behind productively? Food, maybe. We'll evaluate the food in the morning. Eat, hydrate, and then we're going to sleep for as much as the character will. It's probably not going to sleep about 10, but we're going to try. Okay, didn't quite sleep 10, that's fine. Okay, we drank all the water, which is also fine. What other inventory triage do I want to do while I'm here? I think we want to leave some food here instead of bringing it with us. Let's leave 2 things of cured meat and the pickles here. Oh, well, actually, we'll leave the cooking oil and the flour as well. We can pick up more cattails as we travel. I need a little bit of cured meat to keep the character fed as we go fix stuff in Orlin Muskeg. Oh wait, that's a blizzard. Do I want to leave in a blizzard? They hate the light. That they sometimes do, yes. Where would I warm up if I leave in the blizzard? That's the problem. This is a conundrum. Because yeah, we're here. There really isn't any places to warm up until we're in Forlorn Muskeg. And then even then, pathing to the places where we can warm up mid-blizzard are not necessarily easy to do in the blizzard. Wow, we're vaguely inside and we're not even warm here. Okay. We'll get into the deeper inside. Okay, so we want to find something to do while waiting for the blizzard to clear. Found some film, which doesn't do me any good until I find the camera. So I'll put it next to the food and the fuel. Pretty sure we've been over this place before, but we'll continue. Go back over it again, just because we're trying to pass some time. And anything we find now would have otherwise not been used effectively. Stack of papers. Some cured gut. Hopefully don't need. I hopefully don't need to bring too much with me to fix the 4-1 muskeg one. Though I suppose... Oh, I forgot exactly how many things of each we need. Because we'd, like, grab the fuse. In fact, we'll grab what we see that meets that criteria. Jokes and stay there. So grab fuses and wires and... Well, we haven't seen any scrap metal. We might have to go out of our way if we need scrap metal. To get the hacksaw to hacksaw some stuff. Like metal lamp, for example, can be hacksawed. Don't think there's anything in this box, but we'll break it down anyway. Yep, nothing in it. We just got tinder plugs from disassembling it. So as you wanted to feel high and mighty and superior about yourself, you can imagine when you disassemble something there's nothing in it. It's not that there's nothing in there, it's that there was nothing worth your notice. Oh, that was another fuse, okay. So what, we're now up to 3 fuses? Yeah. So no more fuses if we can help it. We'll take some wires. We need like 3 wires as well. Well, I say need. If we need anything, it'll be fuses, wires, and scrap metal. If I remember, there is a battery where we're going. When the blizzard goes away, it makes it convenient to walk out there. Oh, jerry can. This is in that jerry can. 2.71 liters. Nice. Add this to the loot pile of things that are nice, but that we're not taking with us. We can't take everything with us. Mountaineering rope. I know where that one goes. That one goes for the climb down into the, like, ravine that we crossed over earlier. There's the wires. And as such, not really going to move it from here. Because, yeah, we don't need it. Don't need to take it with us. Where we're going, I don't think we need one. And we know a place nearby does need one. It looks a little unlucky at finding wires. Not that it was critical to find wires anyway, so... Just looking. There's another fuse that we don't need. Okay, it sounds like a blizzard. And if it's still going to be a blizzard, I'm going to go saw a small firearm guide. We'll read that to pass the blizzard.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I hope that nobody in a game, or, well, I was supposed to say in a game. The game has firearms. This difficulty does not. So I hope no one in the world with no guns needs a guide on how to shoot a gun. Sounds like it's still a blizzard out there. Yep, it's still a blizzard out there. It's warm enough out here that we can probably read out here. This way we don't pick up the cabin fever too much. Okay, looks like the blizzard has cleared. But looking at the time, this is probably also around where I should put the part break in. Oh, and we're out of water. Okay, we'll have to, in the next part, make some water. So if you're watching YouTube, there will probably be another part up tomorrow, as I'm going to try to record 3 more parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, I think I'm actually going to take the stream down for a bit to help out a family member. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.